Alright, and this hand is awful, because we need a lot of lands for it to work. Wow, this hand is pretty bad too. This hand is actually not bad. If we draw a swamp, it's actually a pretty good start. We just have to draw very well. Alright, well we do have to draw a swamp next turn if we want it to be ideal. But we at least can cast most of our hand, because we have some good mono white stuff. And that's the benefit to playing only a 2-color deck. You can still cast half the color spells in your hand. Ooh, and we get a Sunspire Griffin. Yeah, like, even if you don't draw one of your 2 colors, you can still cast a fair majority of your cards. Even though we do have 2 cards stranded in our hand, 3 of our 5 spells are active, so we at least have game on a mulligan to 5. Whereas with a 4-color deck or whatever, it would be very difficult. Alright, well now he's the one with the ground, or the air assault. I'll offer the trade here. Oh wow, he's taking it. Did not expect that. Okay, I'll just hold my guy back then, and attempt to use Smite if he does anything. Oh, okay, Assemble the Legion, huh? Don't think I can beat that on a mold of 5. Well, there's a swamp. A couple turns too late, but even if we had this swamp on turn, I don't know if we would have been able to beat the Assemble the Legion. Yeah, Assemble the Legion is quite the card. I wonder if he's going to follow it up with Collective Blessing, because that would be, like, I wouldn't even feel bad losing to that. That's just awesome. Alright, there's all our swamps, so I think I just play out my hand here. No, I think I'm just going to hold up Smite, and I need to make full use of my Extort here if I expect to beat the turn 5 Assemble the Legion plan. He's probably just going to get in with everybody. Alright, so holding guys back? That doesn't seem correct. There's no reason for him to hold back his soldiers. He's just trading a 1/1 body for some damage. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm gonna trade here, or at least attempt to. I can use Smite if something goes wrong, but don't think we're gonna have enough time to extort him to death here, and we want to save ourselves some damage because he's gonna get a lot of soldiers very quickly. Going to damage, I'm just gonna kill his bird. Don't get to extort, but I'm not gonna be able to anyway. What? Now he has effects. But he passed final priority, I don't understand. Oh well, he gamed me, but his draw was good enough to beat me anyway. Now we just have to play out our hand and try to race him in the air, basically. If he has nothing else, I might be able to race the soldiers. Seems unlikely though, because we only have him on a 5-turn clock. I'd have to draw land to activate both abilities of the Guild Mage. I don't know. This is gonna be a tough one to win. Taking 5 here, taking at least 7 next turn. We're going to 14, then 7. So we have like what, 2 turns to stabilize or find an answer to assemble somehow. Oh man, Deadbridge Goliath. Well, there's a land. I can at least give lifelink to my guys, and I don't know. I think this is a losing battle, but I'll try to stick it out. Maybe he'll mess up and miss his mandatory trigger. I don't know. Yeah, it's not looking good. Probably dead next turn. Let's see the Dynacharge. Oops. Block a soldier, take 1,000,000. I'm already at 5, so I'm dead next turn. And pretty sure we can't kill him from this position. Oh man, just adding insult to injury. Although I don't think that was the correct play. Like, what if I was playing Merciless Eviction? But regardless, we're dead. Actually, Merciless Eviction wouldn't even have saved me, because then Assemble the Legion kills me next turn. Well, Sundering Growth is coming in for sure. Then we'll have to take out something else. Soul Tithe is also very good against Assembled Legion. So we'll have to take something out. We're on the play this time, so I think I'd take out something expensive, most likely. Yeah, like all our low drop stuff is pretty essential. Perilous Shadow, no, it's good as a ground blocker. Yeah, I'm just going to take out the Terror Swarm and go to game 3. On the play, this hand is not good. This is better, I guess. If we draw planes on our next draw step, this hand's going to be pretty good. Otherwise, we're going to need some help. And hope he doesn't have the flyers to stop our Rakdos Drake. My opponent's definitely thinking about mulliganing. Oh, he kept. That's unfortunate. So he's up 2 cards on us already. Alright, let's go planes. Damn. Alright, well at least we can cast our Rakdos Drake on time. And we do have the Clue Stone to cast our Guild Mage at some point. Not the worst. Alright, Perilous Shadow. Not terrible with an all swamp draw. So we will unleash this guy. He has all his colors, but nothing to do with them, thankfully. So I hope he doesn't have... Oh, there's our planes. So hopefully he doesn't have like a Guardian of the Gateless. I think here I play Cluestone and Guildmage. Just because Perilous Shadow is not going to be doing a whole lot, since he has no attackers, and like we won't be able to activate him next turn because we're going to just be making this exact same play. Whereas if we draw a land here, we can play Shadow and protect it from like War Leader Celix or something. So I think I'm fine with trading that for Rakdos Drake, since it's bound to happen anyway. And obviously I can't leave it back on defense for later, so it's not really going to be much use for it. Trading my 3-drop for his 4-drop seems fine. And he doesn't want to do that. Now I'll just play my Shadow, and I can leave Smite, even though it's not really relevant unless he plays the haste creature like Viashino, First Blade, or something like that. Next turn we can start activating our Guild Mage if we want. Ooh, Knightly Valor. That's unfortunate because our Rakdos Drake is unleashed. So that's going to be kind of tough to beat. Ooh, Sundering Growth is a really good draw. It's not exactly why I brought it in, but it does do the trick. I mean, we can do it now and then attack, or we can... I don't know. I mean, even if we won't be able to kill his Griffin, like we can try to surprise ambush it, basically, but he might see that something's up. Yeah, I mean, we'll try it, but it seems unlikely he'll fall for it. I mean, basically, we're just going to be turning off the Vigilance, which is the relevant part of this interaction. If he just takes it, he's taking 6, which is fine. I mean, I can probably race him if that's the case, since I have the Sundering Growth. Alright, so he's not going to take the bait, possibly. Yeah, he's just going to let it through. So I'll get in for 4 and 2. Yeah, might as well... I'll just wait it out. See if he tries to put another enchantment on it or something. Not sure what he could play that would prevent this from happening. He doesn't play blue for Museum Skin or anything. And that doesn't even stop enchantment removal. Nothing to populate. Bad value. Just a double white naturalize. That's one thing I love about the block, though. You get to play stuff outside of Color Pie, like naturalize in your Orzhov deck. Alright, and he has nothing to follow it up. What could he play at flash speed? I mean, playing all my lands is valuable now. This could be like a Giant Growth or something, but it's better to bait it out now, I guess. I'll still have my Guild Mage around, presumably. Okay, so he's probably got a trick. I'll attempt to trade with his Knight. I guess he could have Smite. Yeah, that's probably what he has, actually. No? He just didn't want to take the damage. I guess that's fine, too. Um, so I'll pump that guy again and then give him lifelink. Okay, he's gonna giant growth that guy. That's what I thought. That's fine. I'll still go lifelink. It was a little unfortunate that we have two pretty mana-intensive guys on the board, but it does mean that if we keep drawing lands, it's not going to be as bad for us. Alright, he's getting in there. He's going to have to try to race as well, since we're just gaining life every turn. We are going to win the race that way. Gaining 4 a turn. Oh man, that thing's going to be tough to deal with. Land isn't going to help us. I could crack my Clue Stone and try to find something else, or I could keep it around as an 8th land to just gain a bunch of life. I don't think I can attack, because Blood Rush could just end me here. He's got 13 power on board. Just getting in with that, which tells me he probably doesn't have Blood Rush. Or he just can't attack into my 2 guys. Silica Guards, alright. That's fine. See if I can try to stabilize with Extort. This is going to be a tough game to win, but I'll give it my best shot. It's always worth seeing what else he's got, so if he plays some other big bomb, then I'll know what I'll have to play around in the next one. If there is next one. As of right now, I have enough mana to pump my Perilous Shadow and give it lifelink if I have to, but he's just going to be getting in the air, it looks like. Which we can't smite, unfortunately. If we had to, we could attack and smite our own guy if the Extort was ever relevant, but we're going to be on defense for a while. Ooh, Steeple Rock wasn't a bad draw. Let's see, I can play it, and yeah, it's worth extorting. Actually no, because I can actually give my Steeple Rock lifelink, and if I have to extort something, I can just smite as well. Alright, he's gonna go for it, but hopefully smite is enough to, okay, he's gonna get in with a couple guys. So I have enough mana to pump my Perilous Shadow and smite, so I think I'm gonna do that. Go to blockers first, just to be safe. Block everything, because I don't have a ton of other options. Okay, so he has Selesnya Charm. So yeah, I'm just gonna smite that guy now with Extort. No, not with Extort, because I have to pump my Shadow. So we're missing out on a damage, but I think it's better to keep my Shadow around than get 1 damage in. So we're losing out on 1 damage to prevent ourselves from taking 4, basically. Hopefully he doesn't have another trick. Okay, Rollbelt Maka. Well, if he had 2 tricks, I don't know why he didn't just Alpha Strike there. I mean, there's the potential I could have survived, but it's unlikely that I would have made the blocks necessary to survive a double attack, not knowing that he had 2 tricks. Meanwhile, he's pretty close to dead. Maze Abomination is fine. I mean, it gives my Guild Mage lifelink, but that's not super relevant because I need to keep it around to try to win this game. The question is, can I afford to attack with the Steeple Rock? I don't have enough mana to play the Abomination and give lifelink, so I think I'm just going to play it with Extort. And then hold our guys back for 1 turn. And then we actually, if we draw a land here, we can actually kill him if he chooses not to block. Because if the Steeple Rock hits him for 3 with lifelink, we can use the Guild Mage's second ability twice to make him lose 6 life. So let's hope that happens. First order of business is surviving his attack, but I think we can do that. We just block, since we have a 5 toughness guy now, I think we can block all of his guys pretty profitably. And there's also the fact that he can't really Alpha Strike knowing that he's going to be okay at the end of it. So we'll just wait a turn. Hope to draw land. You drew something right away. Wayfaring Temple. That's fine. I'm not going to win on the ground. But it does pretty much mean I have to win on this next turn, so I really need a land. Not sure I understand this attack. He has no cards in hand. The only thing I can think is he wants to scavenge onto something, but it costs 7, not 6. So, yeah, we'll just block it. There's literally nothing that could blow me out from here with that attack. Yeah, he's going to attempt to scavenge it, but he doesn't have the mana. He must have read the scavenge cost on Thrashing Moss Dog. Oh, cool, we got our land. So, I'll give this guy lifelink and attack and see what happens. Hopefully he blocks. Or he doesn't, rather. Oh, he didn't block. Sick. So we got there. That tells you why Guildmage is such a good card, because it gets you back into games that you should have had no business being in. So yeah, we'll head into round 2.